Have you ever noticed that when you're watching YouTube, there are videos that are perfectly edited but can even get past 200 views, while on the other hand, there are raw videos that reach 100,000 views, and you're simply asking yourself, how is this even possible? And let me tell you, the only real difference between these two videos is that the second one has a better idea and script that resonates with people. And after covering how to come up with ideas and never run out of them, it's time to show you the exact framework I use to write scripts as short and as simple as possible while still telling a real story that hooks people, keeps them watching, and with the help of CTA turns them into clients. So with that being said, let's get into the video. This is the step-by-step scripting framework that converts viewers into buyers. So why scripting is so important? Because let's be real, in 2026 people are flooded with content, and if you're a business owner making YouTube videos, the way you structure those is everything. So this isn't about reading off script word for word. That comes off robotic and inauthentic. Instead, this is about using a reliable, repeatable framework that lets you speak naturally on camera while still keeping people watching and converting attention. So every effective business video follows the same 4-part structure. So the first one is hook. This is the most important part and determines whether someone keeps watching or click away. Then body, where the value lives and your expertise shines. Then the third is mid-video CTA, a short pitch at peak of the video. And the final CTA or outro, direct ask, one trust is built. Let's break down so you can confidently script your next video. So first section is hook. So let's be real, the first 30 seconds of your video are most important. And if you don't immediately grab attention, it's game over. And yet this is the part most people get wrong. They open with their backstory or try to be clever for the sake of it. But none of that works. None on YouTube, not in 2026. Not when people have hundreds of their videos fighting for their attention. There are two things every hook must do. So first one is validate the click. So confirm that the video delivers what was promised in the title and thumbnail. So here's an example. I wrote 2,500 YouTube hooks. Here's what actually gets people to watch and buy. After writing over 2,500 YouTube hooks for clients who have generated millions in revenue from organic content, I identified the exact 4-part structure that separates videos that converts from videos that flop. This is the same framework his client used to book 250 sales calls in 14 days, and other client to scale from 54K a month to over 430K a month in just 4 months. And I'm going to break it down for you with real examples so you can swipe it and adapt it from your own videos. Last thing I will say before I jump into my computer and screen share, your hook has one job: to keep people watching. You have less than 30 seconds to prove your video is worth their time. So this hook absolutely validates the click. Then second thing the hook needs to do is create curiosity or open loops. So what that means? It means give just enough to spark interest but hold something back to keep them watching. So the hook opens the loop but do not close. Example for it is this video, how to get a tech interview in 30 days. So you can read this hook. So for the hook length, you need to aim for 50 to 45 seconds and only go to 60 if you are really good at writing hooks. Shorter is usually stronger. If it feels you are warming up, it's too long. What makes a hook work? Clarity. What is this about? Who is it for? Why should they even care? Simple language, so no jargon or buzzwords. You don't need to use jargon or buzzwords in the hooks, only simple language so the most people can understand what you're talking about. Direct address, speak directly to the viewer. And then clear stakes, show what they will lose if they leave of the video. So here's the example. I started my content agency with nothing, no experience, no portfolio, not even one connection, and yet within 23 days I closed $6,000 worth of clients completely from scratch. In this video I will walk you through exactly how I did it step by step. And here's the kicker. I did it while still in college, working just a few hours a day from my laptop and 17. So why this hook works? Because the struggle is relatable. So I started my content agency with nothing, so no experience, no portfolio, not even one connection. It's relatable that most people start that way. So the results is clear and credible because he's in 23 days closed $6,000 worth of clients completely from scratch. As I said, no experience, no portfolio. Then the promise is specific. So in this video, I will walk you through exactly how I did it step by step. The outcome is desirable but achievable because he did it in college, working just a few hours from his laptop. The dream outcome is desirable by many people, but achievable as well. So here's the example number 2. The one script has now helped drive over 5 million in revenue, and in this video I'm going to break down the exact structure behind it using a real example from our placement offer. To give you an idea how powerful this is, on 3 separate calls, prospects told my sales team, I want to buy, but first I need to talk to the guy who made that video. So why this hook works? Because the result is clear and credible. So he made a 5 million in revenue because the one script. The promise is specific because he will reveal the entire strategy in that video. The outcome is desirable but definitely achievable, and the social proof is strong because he said that prospect told his team, I want to buy, but first I need to talk to the guy who made that video. So this is a very powerful, and social proof is very strong. By the way, if you're running a high ticket offer and content feels inconsistent or hard to scale, my team and I will help you build and manage the entire content system for you. From strategy, ideation, scripting, editing, SEO, and of course posting. We handle everything. All you do is record 2 to 3 hours of content per month. If you want to see if this is a fit, click the first link in the description and book a call with us. That's it. Now let's back into the video. So here are the common mistakes people do in hooks. First one is taking too long to get to the point. So you shouldn't talk too much in the hook, only in the body when your expertise shine. Second one, being vague, I will help you grow. So you need to talk about specific things and specific outcomes. Third, no clear benefit for the viewer. And 4, no credibility or proof you've done this. Because if you talk about it but not show the proof, most people won't believe you and will click off the video. But if you show proof, people trust you and want to buy from you and want to work with you. So here's the different types of hooks. So for example, we have question hook. Why do most business fail in the first 30 seconds even when the content is good? So we identify a clear pain point and promise an answer fast. And the end of the video, for example, in this example. Shocking statistic hook. This is a very powerful hook because people want statistic. It's not unusual for business video to lose 70% of viewers before the 30-second mark. When that happens, YouTube reads it as people didn't get value and your reach gets limited. So in this hook, we see that data equals credibility. It also creates urgency for people to not be part of that statistic. Obviously, it's bad statistic because videos lose 70% of the viewers. Then a story hook, starting with a relatable moment or failure, and then invites the viewer in emotionally and sets the stage for a transformation they want to. For example, I once spent 8 hours on a video and it got 42 views. I genuinely thought the algorithm hated me until I realized it. It wasn't the topic and it wasn't the editing either. The real problem was the structure of the script. The opening didn't earn attention and the rest of the video never got a chance. I changed the structure, rewrote the first minute, and suddenly my video started performing like they should all along. Let me show you the exact fix that turned it around so you can apply it to your next upload. So why it works? Because it's vulnerable, real, and position the video as a redemption arc, not just a lesson. And that's it for the hooks. Let's get into the section 2, or body. What the body isn't. A word-for-word script, so you don't read a body word for word. Instead, you read as a structure, a rambling explanation, or info dump of everything you know. The body is a structure freedom. So rule number 1, script points, not sentences. So memorize sentences makes you sound robotic. Instead, outline your key points, speak freely, and keep it natural and fluid. So here's the structure of a great body. Use 2 to 5 clear points in a logical order. Each point should build on the one before it. So for example, we have video, how this coach went from 5k to 240k months in 12 months. Full breakdown. So we have this section 1, the fastest path to 10 clients. Section 2, the 3 things you need to get started. And of course, the thing 1, the thing 2, the thing 3. And the section 3, the proof. So he first explained the fast path to 10 clients. Then 3 things you need to get started for that path to 10 clients. And then the proof that he knows what he's talking about and that he's done exactly that. And you can do it too. Here the second example. The best way to sign your first 5 cleaning clients in 1 week. So here's the section 1. Why warm market is the one strategy that works. And he briefly explained it. So walk through what a warm market means. Reaching out to people you already know instead of strangers. So friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, old classmates, etc. Explain the trust advantage. These people already know you're real. They want to see you succeed. You skip the entire is this person legit phase that kills cold sales. So that's everything he talks in section 1. Then section 2, the 7-day warm market system. And then section 3, how to get 5 clients, not just 5 one-time sales. So how to explain each point. Use this formula: concept, example, application. So for example, let me explain this idea. Here's a real example. Now here's how it applies to your content. So retention tips inside the body. Use transition between points, tease what's coming next, reconnect to the outcome promise in the hook. And here's another one. Once you fix this, the rest of your content becomes way easier. And that brings us to the next point. So here's the common mistakes in the body. Too many points. So you have more than 5 points, which is overwhelming for our audience. No clear structure, no examples, or rambling or repeating. So this is a common mistakes in the body that most people do, but you need to avoid at any cost. Because clarity beats complexity all the time. Section 3, mid-CTA. It's not some pushy sales speech, it's not an awkward break in the video, and it's definitely not you begging for attention. It's simply a natural pause or a checkpoint when you speak directly to the people who are already paying attention. So if you follow this advice, you have a great hook, you have great body, and then when you turn into mid-CTA, people trust you. The sweet spot for this is usually around the 30 to 35 mark in your video. By then, most of the casual viewers have dropped off, and the ones still watching are more serious, they're listening, they're engaging, so this is your chance to say, hey, if this resonates with you, here's how I can help you further. It doesn't need to be long. In fact, if people start thinking, oh, this is a sales part, you already gone too far. Keep it short, real, and low pressure. And here's another example. Everything I'm walking you through right now, this is exactly what we help our clients implement inside their businesses. So if you're a business owner with a high ticket offer and your content isn't converting the way it should, my team can help. We handle scripting, editing, titles, thumbnails, and whole YouTube growth system. If that's something you want support with, there's a link below where you can book a quick call. Alright, let's back into the video. So as you can see, we tell them our offer and then says, alright, let's get back into the video. And here's another example. By the way, if you're a business owner with a high ticket offer, but you're not getting consistent leads, calls, or clients, my team and I can help. We handle everything: content research, idea creation, scripting, editing, SEO, thumbnails, titles, and of course posting. You only need to record 2 to 3 hours of content per month. If that sounds interesting, click the link in the description and book a call. That's it. Now let's back into the video. Here's the last part, or section 4, outro. So now, when you have a good hook, good body, and good CTA, people already trust you. They see your expertise and they want to buy from you. So this is the part you don't want to mess up. So this is where you make your ask. Now, depending on your goal, you've got a few clean ways to end. So here's examples. If the video is part of the series or you're trying to grow your channel, you can say, if this helped, the next video on your screen, break this down even further. Go watch that one. Another one. If the goal is leads or clients, don't overcomplicate it. If you want help applying the exact system to your own content, there's a link below where you can book a quick call. Or if you're still building trust and just want to offer something valuable, I left a free checklist in the description that walks you through the entire process step by step. So whenever you choose, just choose one video, one action. That's the rule. So this is exact rule I use for videos for my clients and for myself. If your video is part of the series, then end with this. Or if it's goal, leads, or clients, or revenue, then end with this. Or if you're still building trust and just want to offer something valuable, finish with this. So simple as that. Because when the viewers know exactly what to do next, they're far more likely to do it. And that's how video convert, not with pressure, but with clarity. After we cover all 4 sections that's important for your video, and you're ready to write your next viral script, here's the final thing I will say. So great videos are written, they're trimmed. It's not about adding more, it's about cutting what's not needed. When you follow this framework, your videos got made faster, they keep people watching longer, and they turn attention into actual results or leads, clients, revenue. So that's the power of the structure, or that's the power of scripting. That's it for this framework. Use this when you write next script and know that you can't go wrong with it because it's applicable to any niche. And at the end of the day, this is all just a human psychology adapted to your niche. If you want to apply and work with my agency, click the first link in the description. Or if you want this exact document presented in this video, click the second one. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video, subscribe for more valuable content, and see you in the next one. Peace.